it is Friday and we're here and we're showing you metallic, metal, and mirror vinyl. They're all very, very pretty and very shiny. But we're going to walk you through them because they are a bit different. There's different characteristics for each one. And we want to make sure that you can see what the characteristics are so that way you know what you're ordering and you know how it weeds and prints. So I'm Danielle.
I'm Jessie.
I'm Bianca.
And I'm Jessica.
So we're all here today, all four of us. And we have our samples. So as I mentioned earlier, we're doing Chemica Metallic, Siser Metal, and then Chemica Mirror. So there's three different types of kind of essentially the same thing. Metallic and metal are very similar to each other. And then the mirror kind of gives you that it's basically what it says. It has that like mirror sort of reflective, sort of I can sort of see myself in this vinyl look to it. And it does have a characteristic of being a bit thicker of a vinyl. So, you know, definitely keep that in mind, especially when you're printing shirts, that's going to be a little bit stiffer on your fabric. It's going to hold the fabric in place. It's not going to actually bend and move with it. All right, so we're good. Okay. So this is just so you can kind of see, before we get into weeding and doing that. Actually, you know what? Jessie can actually weed. We're going to start off with the Chemica Metallic because that has a lower temp. We're at 293 for this one. So Jessie's going to weed this and we're going to kind of zoom in here on her doing that, and then I'm going to show you the washed version. So as you can see, it's very easy to weed. It was super easy to cut. We do have the cut settings right on our website. So that's what you'll follow. And the silver, I feel like, is these two silvers are quite similar to each other. The Siser versus Chemica silver.
They are very similar.
Jessie's like the pro at weeding now. All right, which one are you zoomed in on? Are you zoomed in on her or over here? We can kind of do both. Yeah. Okay. So this is it after it's washed. So this went through 4 wash and dry cycles. So you can really see it holds up quite nicely.
And with the lights on, it is very bright.
Is it hard to see them?
It's certain angles, but when you put them, there we go. It's a little better.
So you can kind of just see as a comparison, like the Chemica versus the Siser, they are super close to the same type of vinyl. But you are slightly different in coloring. So the gold, I feel like this is more of a softer gold, and this is like your antique gold. So you can kind of see, I don't know, can you see the difference?
You can, right here we can see.
Okay.
There is a slight difference, but you can totally see.
Yeah, they're right there like that.
Yep.
I just won't move.
Yeah, neither will I.
And you can also see how the bottom came out. You can see those wrinkles.
Okay, so the Chemica vinyl, you're probably wondering like, oh my goodness, what is wrong with this mirror? This is a hand wash vinyl only. I did not hand wash because I wanted to purposely show you what it will look like if your customer or you threw it in the wash. This is what will happen. It will wrinkle and kind of look exactly like it looks.
Like the letters look fine, but it's just that the big areas I feel like would be the issue.
Yes. So if you actually do follow instructions and hand wash, it will look like this. Perfectly fine, no issues, no wrinkling, no weirdness. So, you know, instructions are important, which is, you know, breaking it down. All right, so go ahead and just weed one side of that. You don't have to do them both. Okay. And I'll take the scissors. All right, so let's go ahead. We'll press the Chemica Metallic silver.
Ooh, sorry, guys.
And we are at 293, and I'm at 15 seconds, medium to heavy pressure, and it's a cold peel, so you just wait until it's done. She's going to do that one, and then we're going to go right to Siser Metal next, which is the newer line for Siser. Siser used to have a metallic. They discontinued that and brought out the metal to kind of go against, usually metallics and the metals it would delaminate after so many washes. So they came out with this product to kind of prevent delamination and prevent that look for the transfer or for the vinyl. All right, so you got that one going?
Yep.
All right, perfect. And she is going to, I was like, oh my God, I cut this backwards, but I didn't. That took, ooh.
What are you looking for? Oh.
So Jessie is going to go ahead and weed the Siser Metal now. So you can kind of see, it's going to be an easy weed just like the Chemica Metallic. That was the one good thing with these vinyls. Once you have them cut, they're super easy to weed.
Yeah, that was very
It's
simple.
like butter.
Yep. Just one full sheet just came right
You can
off.
just do one of them for me.
Okay.
Any questions?
No, but Christy said that she layers the Siser Metallic with black underneath to keep it from wrinkling. And we have a lot of people saying hello and hi.
The Siser Metallic, the Siser Metal.
She wrote Siser Metallic.
I mean, you could definitely
I'm sorry for
layer
all the crookedness.
anything underneath the vinyls, like especially for Siser, they do you can layer anything underneath. So like an easy weed and then metal on top. But you can't do metal on metal. So you can't do gold metal and then silver metal. You could if you did a knockout of the bottom layer so that everything that sits on top touches the shirt. But the metal, it can't be metal on metal. It's got to touch the shirt.
Yeah, she said it was the Siser Metal.
Okay.
Liz Hodge says, do you always use a Teflon sheet for these vinyls?
It's recommended. Do I always remember? No. But it is recommended to use.
It's over.
Perfect. Oops. Got a piece of vinyl stuck to the side there. All right. We'll peel these all cold when we're totally done, so that way.
Is the Siser cold as well, or just?
Yes.
Okay.
All the metallic finishes have a cold peel, so that way you're peeling them when they're totally cooled down. No heat, no warm peel. It's got to be cold. That's mirror. I feel like we need some music today.
I know, right?
Like, geez. We don't usually weed on screen, but
Just to show how easy it is.
yes. Because people do fear the metal and metallic because they feel like it's thicker or it's bulky or it's hard to cut and weed, but it really isn't. It's quite simple to do all these things, to cut, to weed.
Mm-hmm.
Trim it down.
She was gonna. Did you see? Everyone saw that, right? She was about to cut me with
Put your
scissors.
finger in
She
there.
was about to cut me with the scissors.
I have freak accident.
I have proof.
It's not your day today.
Lenny, that machine will be back in stock mid-August.
Oh, I forgot to increase my temp. This needs to be at 305. See, I was sitting there waiting for her to be done, and I totally missed my cue here.
Well, it's only a couple degrees. I should bump up pretty quickly.
So we're at 305, 10 to 15 seconds. So we're just gonna let that sit, and you can go ahead and do the mirror.
Okay.
Now you are gonna see a difference in the mirror because it is thicker. So
I'll come back in.
she's gonna struggle with this one a little bit. I didn't cut it very well, so I'll take some fault in
Once you
that.
get the corner up, though, and I have long nails, which doesn't help anything. So
It either does or it doesn't. It could be like either very helpful or the exact opposite.
Nathan said someone should beatbox and bust a verse.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, because that's totally doable.
That's what we do in the spare time.
Yeah, right? Nathan, how did you know?
It's not too hard once you get that like one corner. I'm sure there's little areas.
Yeah. But I noticed that this one tends to rip. See that? Like the rip as it pulls, so that's like the excess. Not that it's a bad thing, but you just have to pay attention to how you're weeding it. Wow, those nails, they don't help at all. No wonder that weeding job took so long.
But see, this is good because this shows a comparison even in the weeding of the...
You might want to come from the other side with it. There you go.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, it just like rips away. I'm so sad.
That way I can bump up my temperature because the mirror goes to 320. So we gotta...
So to recap on that, so the first one you did,
Chemica Metallic.
and that was 293.
293 for 15 seconds.
And then the Siser Metal is 305 or 310.
305 for 10 to 15 seconds. Also a cold peel. So we're just gonna wait and peel all these cold.
And then for the Chemica Mirror, we're going up to 320.
320, and that's 20 seconds. And see, by this time you would have been done with both colors.
Right.
So you can see it is a little bit challenging, but this is the only vinyl that gives you this particular type of finish.
And it is very
So
bright. And
if that's what you're going for, this is the vinyl that you need.
It's literally like a mirror.
Yes.
Looking at you'll
Yeah.
see your
Let's see if we
reflection.
can we see the phone?
you can see my face.
Bianca is here today.
Bring it back.
Perfect. All right, now she's gonna do the gold.
Where is it?
You're weeding? Oh. What are you looking for?
Oh, didn't you say the gold?
Right there.
Oh, I didn't see it rolled up. I was like, what?
It looked like the scratch.
Yeah, I thought it was part of my scrap.
It's getting too close to the trash can.
Oh wow, that's really cut.
Oh, had I known that one, I would have jumped
Yeah, I
over
messed
there
up.
and
Yeah,
started weeding that one.
Well, actually, we can go ahead. While she's doing that, I'll just pull this off for the, because this is cold now, the Chemica. Very nice. Caesar's cold too. We'll peel that one. And you don't have to repress, but you definitely can. I usually tend to like to repress it.
Nathan said, my eyes. It burns.
That's such a great video.
I don't feel so bad for that child's eyes. But it made for a very funny video.
I know.
Okay. Not too many questions today.
No, everybody's just really enjoying the video, it looks like.
I think 'cause that's the biggest thing we get with the calls. They really just want to see the comparison.
Yeah.
It's tough because, like, even on the website, you wouldn't know what any of these look like. Like, these I would consider more of a brushed metal or metallic look. I wouldn't, like, they're not mirror. So they do look totally different. Mirror's the only one that we have that looks like a mirror. But you wouldn't know that from looking at the website.
That Lenny, the black shirt that we were holding up,
Which we will go back to as well, just to after we're done to compare.
yes, that one is actually washed 4 times.
And held up and dried. And I didn't care what I washed. So it went with towels, it went with shirts, all on a cold cycle though, so but I really didn't, separate, or I didn't flip it inside out. It just went in the wash. All right, so now I'm good. We'll do 20 seconds.
So, do they have special washing instructions or only the mirror?
Only the mirror has special
Okay.
washing instructions. All vinyl does say to wait the 24 hours after applying to wash, so I did do that. But the mirror is the only one that we have that lists hand wash only.
I mean, unless you're going for a cracked or a foiled look kind of thing,
And you know what? the text itself, when it's thinner, it held up just fine in the
Yeah.
wash. It's these big areas that I guess it's just too much. And if you have like too much, you know, water that might have gotten behind it or whatever, it loosened it. I'm not sure like the chemistry behind it or why it did what it did. But I know why they say to hand wash only, because it'll crinkle and wrinkle. All right, so we can do, waiting on that to cool down. So I don't know if you want to
Yep.
kind of zoom in a bit. Get on a good angle so we can see the difference of the colors.
Yep. Right there should be fine. That's better.
Okay.
So, yeah, that looks much better because you can see the different colors. You can see the bottom and how it kind of crinkled in the wash, but, you know, it looks okay. You still get that mirror effect.
And I feel like the silver's very, very much the same.
Mm-hmm.
That you wouldn't know the difference if you were using Chemica or the Siser.
No, they look very similar. It's just the different shade of the gold ones.
Yeah, the gold is a little bit different. So if you're going for a certain shade of gold, you know, because these only come in the silver and the gold. There are no other colors. So, you know, depending on what you're looking for, you could really interchange these two brands.
Yeah, often if we're out of one and the customer says you have something comparable, then I'll tell them
Yeah.
one of those.
Okay, they're good. Now we're fighting over the middle. All right. And that's what it looks like
Very good.
on brown.
Very nice.
So you could see really simple to weed, simple to apply. It was very easy to cut. I would say the Siser Metallic and the Chemica Metallic and the Siser Metal were much easier to cut than the mirror, just because the mirror is so much thicker. So, and then you know what? Let's do kind of like a
Hold them both up to see before wash and after.
sort of like a wrinkle. You can kind of wrinkle it around, but you can kind of see. I mean, these are both quite flexible.
And they're just cotton tees, right? That you have
And
them
I
on?
would probably gauge it on this one. Like, that's stiff, but if that's the look you're going for, it's fine.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, but
more stretching.
these
I
other
feel
two.
whoever's gonna buy the Chemica Mirror, you're going for a specific
Ab-
look. Like
Absolutely.
you really are trying to get a certain idea out there.
All right.
Very nice.
So I think our comparison on our metallic metal and mirror is complete. Any other questions?
We're good.
All right. Thanks everybody for watching, and we will see you next week.